Today you're going to be working with adjusting the brightness and contrast of this photo. I opened up PSE2 and I saved it as adjust brightness. As you can see, this photo is kind of bland in the fact that it doesn't have too many color combinations. It has lows and highs. Actually, it doesn't really have any really bright areas. It just has like midtones and low colors in the hair. We want to accentuate the difference between these so that the image can look sharper. Remember, the image is only going to be as good as its original, but you can see that it's in focus. It's a good photo, just the color needs to be adjusted. So if you want to learn more about how to specifically find the colors and know how I knew that there were midtones and lows, it's in the info panel. If you were to mouse over this and watch that K color here change, you'll see what I'm talking about. That's more of an advanced skill. So certainly if you're there and you're curious about color, please don't hesitate to call me over and ask me to explain that a little better. That way you can understand why we're doing what we're doing here. Most of you are going to be playing around with your photo for either your head and body switch or your website. So for what you're going to learn today, this is enough to make those a little bit better quality images as far as color is concerned. So we're going to go to the layers panel. And remember, if you don't see a panel, you go to window. We're going to press and hold Option, and we're going to click the Create New Fill or Adjustment Layer. And I always call this the yin-yang, even though it doesn't look like that, really. But if you mouse over it, you see what I'm talking about. So click it, and then we're going to click Brightness Contrast. All right, so what that does is it opens up the new layer dialog box. So we're going to be fine with that name, and we're going to click OK. And you'll see in the layers panel that now it made it an adjustment of this background layer. We're going to use the brightness slider that showed up here, and it just collapsed when I went to the layers panel. We're going to use the brightness slider, and we're going to take a brightness. If you go too far, you see that it washes out the brightest spot. So we kind of want, and if we go too low, then it's like that. So here's where it was. We want it a little bit brighter so that we can brighten up her face a little bit. And then we're going to change the contrast. The contrast makes the darkest part darker to contrast with the brightness that we just created. So I'm sliding it around so that you can see what it's doing. If you just keep going slower, you see that the background becomes even more defined back here. So somewhere in the 80s is good, probably. I'm going to try 82, and that looks great. Her hair is a lot more, there are a lot more different colors. Her face is brighter, and it looks a lot better than where we had it before. If you want to see where you had it before, go to Window, History, and do this. And you can see that it is a lot better image, especially if we're going to use it in print or on our website. So that's it for PSE2.